Hey Eagles fans, I'm Tristan White and this is your weekly USI Athletics review. The Lady Eagles basketball team traveled to Lewis this past Thursday looking to pick up a much-needed win. After only shooting 36% from the floor and 29% from three, USI saw this one get away quickly as the Flyers win 76-47. The Eagles were led in scoring by Kendall Deering with 14 points and Hannah Washer led all players with 8 rebounds. Rick Stein's squad continued on the road to Wisconsin Parkside on Saturday. The Lady Eagles struggled shooting the ball, getting only 4 points off free throws in an 8-minute drought, which included 13 missed shots. The Rangers wouldn't let off the gas and took this game 72-60. Morgan Dahlstrom led the Eagles with 14 points, followed by Tanner Markham with 10. The men's basketball team came out hot in the first half against Lewis, seeing a combined 7 3-point buckets from Bobo Drummond and Jarrell Taylor, while the whole team shot nearly 50% from the floor. In the second half, it would be a different story as the Eagles would go cold and drop this game to the Flyers 84-77. Drummond led USI in scoring with 22. It came down to the wire in Somers, Wisconsin. Jarrell Taylor hit a bucket to tie the game at 67, but a 3-point play with just 4 seconds remaining would come to doom the Eagles as they lose this conference matchup to the Rangers 70-67. Drummond led USI in scoring again with 22. Head coach Rodney Watson says he saw some positives in this weekend's results.
The outcome is not what we expect and not what we wanted. We know the expectations are much higher, and I'm not trying to put an excuse or a justification there. But when you have 20 offensive rebounds at Parkside, arguably the best team in our league, you know that we are getting effort from our guys. We had turnovers were such a problem for us throughout the whole season. And when we cut those down, 9 at Lewis, 10 at Parkside, or vice versa, when you have 19 turnovers in those 2 games, you're giving yourself a chance, which means guys are sharing the ball. They're understanding the concept of moving the ball. The ball's being moved in the air more than on the ground. We're really making progress.
The Eagles return home tomorrow as they take on the UND Greyhounds, then playing host to St. Joseph's College on Saturday. This week's games have a couple special causes surrounding them. This week is Coaches vs. Cancer's Suits and Sneakers Week, where coaches and their staff wear tennis shoes with their suits during games to raise cancer awareness. Fans are also encouraged to support Princess Lacey's Laces, a movement to support pediatric cancer research. More info on that can be found at the American Cancer Society website. Saturday's matchup is the Hoops for Troops Military Appreciation Game, sponsored by the American Legion Post 324 and the USI Veteran Military and Family Resource Center. Women's basketball head coach Rick Stein had this to say about Hoops for Troops.
Obviously, it's for the big picture, it doesn't seem like much, but you try to do anything and everything you can for that crew. All the things that our military does day in and day out, and each and every one of those individuals do for us and our country.
Baseball and softball season is right around the corner, and the Eagles are making some noise in preseason polls. USI Baseball is predicted to finish second in the GLVC East behind Indianapolis and is ranked 33rd nationally, while the softball team is slated to finish 5th in the GLVC and has a preseason rank of 24th. The USI track team is getting its season started, and head coach Mike Hilliard talked to us about some of his runners and their recent marks.
Tyler Pence, 8:19 is about 10 seconds off of his personal best, but when we compare it to where he was last year at this point, he ran 8:21 at the same meet a year ago, and then 6 weeks later won a national title in the 5K and was top 5 in the 3K. So 8:19 for him right now is really good. He really wasn't happy with it because kids like him are always going to measure against their best, but when we look at his progression and considering that he missed the fall with a stress fracture and was out of eligibility, he's in a real good spot right now. For Johnny, I thought that 8:05 was probably about the top end of what he could do right now, just taking into consideration our training and the fact that we haven't done anything at a faster pace than that yet. So that was a really stellar performance for him. And with Emily, 9:50, the way she did it, leading about 2/3 of that race and doing a lot of the work to push the pace, 9:50 is a really solid mark for her to open up in the 3K. Realistically, we know it'll probably take 9:42 to 9:44 to make the national meet, but she'll have other opportunities down the road to get that done.
Remember, USI basketball is at home this week, starting tomorrow with the women tipping off at 5:15 and the men getting started at 7:30. For GoUSIEagles.com, I'm Tristan White.